series? Not like they have been in a series. That big one. If there's multiples of those, that might be a problem.
Of course. We've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line.
So I can expect help while I'm in here?
You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there.
Why do people think that that's true? No, call up the squad. About to go in 50 people deep. That's how we need to do it. Squad!
You were a worthy opponent in the orchard. I'm almost disappointed that we must now fight alongside instead of against each other. Still, the Crimson Matron has sent me to honor your agreement, and I shall not fail you.
I can't tell if you're a vampire or...
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know.
Don't worry.
Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close that portal.
Why not send a full force?
King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this.
Dude, that's enough of that. Whatever is just constantly hanging around, biting me. I sense you, dude. Feel it. Dude, she's freaking hot.
Me? Really? I'd be honored. But I think you'd be better served with a fighter type right now. I'm sure we'll meet up somewhere along the way, though. I won't let the people of Nirn down. After you disable the reinforcement portal, I'll try to catch up with you before you enter the labyrinth. We'll stop this plane meld together. We have to.
Gabriella! I choose Gabriella.
It's time, isn't it? I'm ready for anything. I can't wait to see what's inside the lair of a Daedric prince. Is that what he calls it? His lair? Yes, that sounds right. Nervous? Sure. Everyone's nervous. Even Varnus and the king. But if I had a gold piece for every time I got nervous before diving into a dungeon, well, I'd have a lot of gold pieces. Don't worry, we won't fail you. If not for my brother, I'd be in there swinging a sword with the best of the warriors. But Raynor and Gabrielle need me. Someone's got to watch their backs while they do the magic stuff. But we'll make it out of this. Just like we always do.
Varnus wants me to round up this interesting bunch and lead them into battle. This should be... challenging? Yes, that's a word. I understand you're going in ahead of us. Be careful in there, and leave a few days...
Be careful in there. Oh, you already know who I'm picking. You already know!
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle. A quest? How marvellous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness.
Sounds good.
You honor me this day, my friend. I gladly accept this mission.
Yes!
My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Coldharbour, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Victory! Thy name is CADWELL.
CADWELL!
CADWELL.
I promised to help you if you help me. And here I am. I do not regret what we did to liberate my clan. And I never will. Do you smell that? That's the smell of freedom. And it smells wonderful.
I probably should have picked her. Nah, that's okay. You ready, bud?
I promise to help you.
Win or lose, it's been an honor to fight alongside you. That said, let's do our best to win this thing, all right? I'm not sincere very often, and I'd hate to have wasted it just before I die in battle.
No, you're not gonna die. You got this, my dude.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission.
Let's do it.
Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, CADWELL will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the
I love what this...
Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that?
So I actually can leave out of here.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that?
Let's go, bud.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that?
Been rocking around while I touch travel. My mind splash shots with the beats of that battle. And if you get in the head, my thoughts become lead. Cabbage biscuits. That's funny. A dark elf staff. Huh. So, first thing I'm gonna do is go to supplies real quick. Learn all those. And then next. It's a life drain enchantment. Interesting. They're both life draining enchantments. No. I like that. I don't want to get rid of that. Let's go to skills real quick. I just saw something for my arrows. I think it said poison arrow can morph. Morph into what, though? Do I need a point in order to... Yeah, I need at least one skill point. Which means I'll either need a shard or I'll need to grow a level. Which is fine, I guess. Restorative staff. It's fine. I'll just use it just in case. Which means I'm gonna swap out weapons just really quick. Well, that worked out well. All right. I'm not gonna leave CADWELL behind. You're all going down. You silly oaf, what are you doing? We don't have to fight these guys. Whoa.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire.
Why is there
Unless
always
we
something
survive.
creeping up behind me in these places? Whoa.
We're approaching that vile portal of wrongdoing. I can feel it in my bones. It feels like evil.
Well, right there. Nice. Okay, I got this. It's good. So, let's see what is this?
Another beautiful creature has fallen under Moloch Ball's spell of evil. We must set her free.
No longer shall the forces of darkness be only used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
Victory! I'm gonna run out of room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills? What jolly good fun. I believe the next stop is the labyrinth, old chum. Shall we toddle off?
That's good. Let's go. What if the Guardian decides to respawn? Where we using our armor? It's never really dead. Just taking a break.
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Moloch Baal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault.
Alas, fine friend, the Fighters Guild has need of me. Do stay out of trouble while I'm gone.
Later, buddy.
Now that we don't have to worry about... Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Moloch Baal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now...
That's great.
Don't...
100% solid. I'm gonna have to come back to these worlds, especially when I'm very read up on
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating.
I recognize these devices. I've researched them, even written reports about them. Never saw one in person, though. They are marvelous to behold. Only a god could craft an artifact of such brilliance.
Does that mean you know how to
I have a notion. It involves the large metal tubes on the walls. According to my research, they resemble a Daedric device that requires a source of power to operate. But as you can plainly see, no power flows through them at the moment.
Oh. Oh, you suck.
A fair assumption. Do you see the small openings near each of the tubes? If we can figure out how to move these icy flames over to them, that should provide the power to open the door.
Gosh, it's like we're trying to invade Dracula's castle. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, I thought I just leaped off. Leap to your doom.
Do you think Molag Bal actually reads this stuff? Sorry. Trying to help my brother find something useful here, but look at all these books. I always wondered what a Daedric prince read at bedtime. Some of this stuff is pretty disturbing. Do you think Molag...
Listen to this, Kirith. Reach out and touch a brazier to draw forth the fire and launch it in the direction of your choosing. How fascinating. I wonder what it means. This book, I think it references this device. If I'm reading this correctly, and of course I'm reading this correctly, then these flames can be used to power the mechanism that opens the gate. Frankly, the workmanship is stunning. I'm jealous.
Aw, don't be so blunt, chum. I'm sure he can write something twice as interesting.
Simply touch the Daedric fire. For a short time, the power of the flame will transfer to you, much like any conjuration spell. It can then be launched in any direction. Get as close as you can and throw the fire into the 4 open tubes.
Do you think Molag... think Molag?
Read all the things. Easy.
Come on, we're almost there. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us.
There's the door. There's a lot of open space.
There has to be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! Come on! We need to find a way out of here! I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. Open. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud. Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the plein air vortex. The portal that leads to the plein air vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now...
That was a close call. Thanks for helping me in there. I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to dislike Daedric death traps.
That was close.
You didn't break yourself a promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack!
You have performed better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed.
What are you doing here, lady?
Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested.
Oh boy, I'm getting that vibe.
Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Coldharbour. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends.
Oh, you evil witch!
You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Coldharbour churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld, and disrupt the vortex.
Sounds like a one-way trip.
The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short.
We were to enter the vortex. What happens to our army?
You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us.
Won't they die as well when we destroy it?
The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace.
This lady's nuts.
After you, I shall be right behind you. Ask your questions. The light... is greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come, we have things to discuss. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. Reality is a game, mortal. Learn to play, or resign yourself to becoming one of the pieces that is meant to be sacrificed. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
What the fuck? It's a whole nother case of umbrage. In light. Hey man, this is all the people that survived? Where's the orc dork? Oh heck no. Where's everybody else?
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galarian's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this day with blood and magic, or we'll die trying. I won't lie to you, I doubt we can win this fight, but that doesn't mean we won't try. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. It's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. These men and women follow you. They face death itself to fight at your side. They will stand with you until the end. Don't disappoint them. The same thing that happens to everybody. The world ends and everyone dies. And that's the best scenario. More likely, they'll all become soul-shriven slaves in Coldharbour. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. Remember who you're talking to, champion, but you're right. Know that these people trust you. They'll follow you till the end of the world.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend. Cruel tyrants and conquerors, who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but guaranteed. We were too stubborn to see where we were wrong. That is a reason I am the last king of the Ayleids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them. I believed in what they fought for. I was there when the power of High Rock switched from the Elysians to the Dareni.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. I think it's time we shut it down. Permanently. Damn right I'm determined. And more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the ordinary craziness I usually get to deal with. I think we can. I hope we can. All I know is we've come too far to give up now. I just worry that we still have a lot of fight left to go. I think more of us are going to die before this is all over.
Forget about all that.
Damn right I'm determined.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians or delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about planar vortexes and blinding lights of Meridia. How is that possible? And why do I keep asking questions that no one can answer? Why waste words when I can simply show you? Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, that's a bit unnerving. couldn't this be that other dream I regularly have? With a blinding light, brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated, as if the world itself is made of light. I'm alone. And then I wake up. It's always the same. And I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. But that's not likely, is it? I'm alive, which is more than I could say for a lot of the soldiers out there. I keep thinking that if I would have stayed back, I could have changed things. I know how war works, though. Someone, somewhere is always going to die. I've made it this far. I don't have any intention of giving up just yet. I need to see how this dream really ends.
I thought for sure we were done with all this. I followed the others through the portal, and now look what I've gotten involved with. This looks like the end of the world. As I said, I thought we were finished. I figured that Varnes opened a portal to send us back home. Imagine my consternation and surprise when I realized where we actually were. I think not. I may not be a mighty warrior or a powerful mage, but I am a genius and a master tinkerer. I know I can help, and my sister Kirith as well. Perhaps we can stay right here and guard our flank. Yes, I think that's what we'll do.
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. Great. But how do we get out of here once the light explodes? Please tell me you have an idea. That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. I've lost friends, people I looked up to. I can't lose Raynor too. There has to be another way. That was different. Deshan, Eastmarch, those places were ordinary compared to this place. People died. Not like this, though. It's by the three. It's a massacre out there. For all we know, we're the last ones alive. I know. And that's why I'll stand with my brother and with you. With all these brave people. Until the end. Raynor and I will make sure nothing gets through that gate. We have enough gadgets to slow them down. Just make sure you win. You better not let us down, you hear me? Do what you need to do, and we'll do the same. Just like running through a dungeon back home in Deshan, but with more Daedra.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a good book, but the phrase stuck with me.
no.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Inspiring quotes are nice and all, but living to tell our own tale is so much better.
Indeed.
We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before Speak to your friends. For these moments...
Okay, we're gonna go ahead